it's Banjo. Yo, did you see how AoS dipped his head so far back? It's like, Banjo?
Yo,
Are you serious?
That's because Banjo has Wonder Wing and AoS loves to hit buttons.
That's true. Okay, all right. AoS is inherently a masher, but for a reason. Because frame 1 jab and F tilt allow you to do that.
Well, more importantly, AoS was always a masher, and then after the pandemic, he learned to mash with a conscious, and that's when he became good.
There's a quote from Larry that I will always agree with. Larry said, "Pools players mash. Good middle-level players study everything. Pro players mash but get away with it." And
well, yeah,
they just know how to get they know how to pressure you like crazy. I think that's what AoS has kind of figured out over time. He knows how to pressure you with that frame data and those hitboxes to shut you down. That being said, though, launching.
It's not working really that well at the moment. The Hunter came to play and is like, hey, put Banjo on the map.
So the thing with Banjo is he inherently has some things that just don't straight up work properly, but he also is a character that can play the long game so well, and he has a couple of drag down setups that if you don't know the matchup for, you will get very frustrated over time because you get hit in a similar way that it is to fighting Snake, but on a mobile character who also has an invulnerable tackle that can just knock you out.
Yeah, which, I mean, you can only use it sparingly, though. You do only get 5, but 5 feels like plenty per stock.
Yeah, and oh wait, don't get hit by those. Those may not seem that threatening, but if you get hit by one, that's a perfect hit stun into a true combo. So you have to respect those eggs.
Oh, and I mean, right now, you would think ZSS would be just trampling over a character like Banjo, but that is not what we're seeing. The Hunter actually drawing first blood, taking that stock.
Is there a reason why AoS dipped his head far back? By the way, also, this is winner semis of the pool, so we've reached the ending of the pool. Hunter has gone through quite a few people, and looking very impressive right now. Gets the late hit of Nair, looking for maybe an air dodge on the way down to get a grab.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? AoS is fishing. We're seeing missed grabs. We're seeing up smashes thrown out. The Hunter is just licking his chops right now, going to take full advantage of it.
And I like how Hunter keeps going back to center stage too to make sure that he backs away from any potential follow-up on a Nair to back air on the side of the stage. If you're going to get it, it will knock out now, but look at his stage control. He's forcing AoS to jump exactly where he wants.
Yes. The Hunter is literally stalking his prey and has traps all around, and AoS just running into them left and right.
That's actually the best way to put it. He is literally he's setting up exactly the course of action he wants AoS to go for. That's great conditioning. Trying, of course, to go for the
re-grab, though. Does not matter. AoS cannot get to that ledge in time.
Hunter currently getting juggled in the worst position you can be in. Falling up, that move is so bad in so many situations, but falling up there gets him on a disadvantage.
And the grenade play, the egg play from the Hunter right now is immaculate. And we were just talking about how there's 80+ characters in this game. Beautiful stuff from AO. Whoa!
Yeah.
Great stuff from AoS.
Yeah, Hunter not getting set properly on that too. It's like, okay, you caught me slipping. I just caught you slipping now, though. Here comes the up tilt in last stock. 5 uses of Wonder Wing that you have to worry about now for AoS, but also for Hunter, you cannot get overly reckless because you will get caught at the ledge. Oh my god, go for it, go for it. Okay, he didn't air dodge down. I wanted it real bad.
You wanted one more Wonder Wing?
No, I wanted him to catch that fair air dodge, but AoS did not give him any of that. It's ZSS, you're gonna flip kick over the top.
Absolutely, every single time. And I mean, this is so difficult to be in this position for AoS. You're trailing against such a heavy hitter and someone who's really just has been outplaying you for the most part.
Yeah, and something Hunter's doing a lot as well that AoS hasn't been able to adjust around is that, I don't think that was meant to go that way. But Hunter's constantly having hitboxes in the way like a grenade. He'll drop down in front of it, so that way if you do trade off, the grenade will just break it up.
And it's definitely working out. The match is slowed down quite a bit right now.
I think we're in true combo ranges for the egg shot into up tilt as well. And he falls out and he gets the down smash and Hunter takes the first game. The boost kick not connecting fully.
Yeah.
Is this that time that we dropped one early? Hashtag ZSS. Nah.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. For Mars. Not for Mars.
No. AoS is very solid, but did end up misspacing that boost kick.
Yeah.
And taking full advantage of that is the Hunter. I am thoroughly impressed by this Banjo right now.
I think the Hunter kind of knew. The Hunter did a down smash so fast. It's like, oh yeah, I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
You said the character doesn't work.
Hey, like, look, no.
Hurt boxes too.
So there's some situations like that out there, right, where you don't really get a whole lot out of it. You can get a couple niche drag situations with it, and that Nair is like hits weird, but Hunter is playing to Banjo's strengths. Look at again how he always has a hitbox like grenade out the same way that you would fight like a snake. And you don't see many Banjos because he's a very technical character.
Absolutely.
But Hunter is showing exactly why Banjo can still box with the best of them.
And doing a great job. And I mean, I was going to talk about it earlier, our previous conversation about how many characters there are and how you have to know how to fight them all. Banjo is one of them. You almost never see a Banjo, but when a proficient one comes through, they definitely have some moves that you have to kind of hopefully catch on to sooner rather than later. And right now for AoS, he's running out of time to catch on to.
Exactly. That's what, like we were saying, it's very easy to think that, oh, I'm only going to run into X amount of matchups. But running into this Banjo, Hunter playing so well, slowing down. And AoS has been missing those techs, by the way, a lot on these platforms. He's lucky he didn't get caught by that one, but no mash out. Going to catch him with the up tilt.
And
actually, like, that one beats mash out. Excuse me. Up smash beats no mash out.
And the thing about a character like Banjo is they're always going to know your game plan. You have to figure theirs out. Everyone knows what ZSS wants to do.
I think AoS is just gonna have to figure out how to win just tech chases, because most of what Banjo's doing, right, is not like there's not like a heavy amount of true combos, but he's getting all these tech chases consistently, logic, that are leading up to good passive damage over time. And AoS can't jump in safely, which is exactly what ZSS wants. You can't get the Zair or those short hop fairs.
Yeah, which I mean makes it difficult to get in. I think cool, good Wonder Wing. AoS is also just going to have to start maneuvering a bit more. I think instead of trying to maneuver aggressively, you got to respect the grenades a bit more and do some defensive moving, some evasive moving, but apparently moving onto that platform, not where you want to be, is the Hunter is up 3 stocks to 1 right now.
Yeah, Hunter already in a beautiful position to get himself a 2-0 and move out of the wait. Boost kick comes through. Okay. All right. So still in a comfortable position, but this is ZSS. You still always have to worry about the fact that they can just snipe a stock away from you. That's if you can find a hit in the first place.
And you just took 43% off an initial opening. You're at 54. You're getting close to kill range, and you're just struggling to get a singular hit on the Hunter.
He straight up read like 4 defensive options from AoS in a row, and AoS needs to get something at the ledge. Gonna miss out on the flip kick that could have led to the grounded bounce, but he's not gonna be able to get a follow-up.
Yeah, you almost feel as if the Hunter's walking it in, as if it's almost a foregone conclusion at this point. The AoS sitting at 81%, it's still doable, but you need to clean it up fast. You need 1 solid kill and then 1 edge guard if you really want a shot at this.
Exactly. And we're right now forcing the jump again. Look at the way he's controlling the jump. Almost gets the grab. Side B finally gets him at least out of that platform.
And the projectiles coming in. The Hunter knows. The Hunter is slowing this down. Throwing out these projectiles. The Hunter knows there is no reason to approach right now.
Exactly. Hold center stage is very similar to what we saw with Tweak in that previous set, right?
Yes.
You do not need to go towards sides because this is what can happen. You get forced off stage. You got to go to Wonder Wing and using the grenade to get away, but the grenade does not box. He does not stop it. AoS still has a chance. This is still very doable for ZSS.
Yes, I mean, of course the classic back throw flip kick is what AoS would love, but there's no way the Hunter would give that away. So you're going to have to maybe find a Nair after you get him to 40% or so.
Oh, this should be it. Back throw, yes! Hunter is going to take it 2-0 over AoS. Getting, like, just keep himself calm, but proper fist bumps to himself. And it deserved. Honestly, AoS putting his head back at the start, I think it revealed a lot.
Yeah.
Like, AoS was not prepped for this matchup. That or finds this style of play maybe very difficult. And he played around it because how often is ZSS able to play a short hop game? It was bare minimal because Hunter just controlled the entire space of that. And when they're up close and personal, F-Tilt's still a good boxing tool.
Yeah, it's wild to watch because this is a Banjo, but it felt honestly like it was one of the Links. There were so many projectiles you had to get around, and that's a much more common character, let alone when you're going to get someone as heavy as Banjo, someone who has an intangible option such as that Wonder Wing, someone that can kill you off a grab. And just AoS had no answers, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's going to move Hunter into Phase 2 because winner semis does get you
Banjo.
out. Yep, congratulations. There are 2 winner semi sides in the pools that go out on winner side, of course, to make it to the Phase 2. And in the other side of that pool, it was Slushy V2. I think that's the Donkey Kong, if I remember correctly. So, oh my God, that.